I guess one question, though. Do you guys think that there's no objectivity when it comes to beauty?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
There's
Which
a
way?
standard that most people, you can look at someone and have a general idea that, yes, they're an attractive person, even if I'm not attracted to them. I can see that. Like, I can see attractiveness in men, even though I don't want to sleep with them. Like, it's the same kind of thing. But I do think that people have preferences, and that will sway how they feel.
Like, nobody else has to consider me a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 for it to make me happy. I consider myself that, but beauty is objective. Everyone finds something else beautiful, so no one else has to find me that beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I don't really need anyone else to tell me or confirm my thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone has their flavor. Although there are universal.
Yeah, there's a universal beauty
standard. Yes, and you put them side by side. You know, women,
again,
lips, guys, men, chiseled jaw, but...
Yeah, let me follow up on this one. So, have you guys ever heard of the idea of the wisdom of the crowd? So it works something like this. Say you're at a fair, right, and you had one person guess the weight of a cow, right? They're probably going to be radically off by sometimes much as 100, 200 pounds. But if you take 1,500 people or 100 people, then you average the answer, it gets a lot closer to whatever that weight is, okay? It's an interesting phenomenon, whether it's true or not, right? It's an interesting phenomenon. If you were to take 1,000 random men, and they were all just rating you purely on looks, not on your glow, not on how happy you are, nothing, just purely on looks, what do you think that collective average answer would end up being from those 1,000 men?
Now, is it men who are basing off our looks just visually, knowing nothing about us?
Nothing else.
There could be an average answer. Depends if they like blondes, brunettes, whatever their preferences was. If they like...
They just have the same general preferences you think they have.
Well, that's very broad.
I don't even know what they want.
Yeah, it is. It's very broad. Whatever you think the general preference...
I feel like...
So you're just taking a sample of 1,000, right? And then you're just going to average all of their answers and hit on a number. What do you think that number would end up being for you?
I have two different answers. I'll just give my first one. But I feel like the average answer for me could be a 7.
Do you think it would average out to a 6 or a 7?
Anywhere from 6 to 8. Depends on what about me they initially found attractive or unattractive.
Okay.
Or it also, it's a broad subjective statement because it goes both ways for women. It's, some men don't like to let women feel beautiful, so they'll give a lower answer. Not all. It's just some men. And
I'm just going to assume, for the sake of this, that they're all honest.
All on, yeah.
They're all being totally honest.
Could be anywhere from a 6 to 8. In reality, could be anywhere from 1 to 10. Because someone who finds me beautiful, another person could be like, I don't like that bitch.
So then, what about you?
I mean, I would say the same thing. I think I would probably choose like a 6 or a 5 for myself. But I also, in my daily dress, do not amplify or try to cater to the male gaze, honestly. So I think it would be less purely because of that. Mm-hmm. But in a situation where I'm actually catering to, I was a bartender, so that was a big part of my job. So in those situations, it might go up because I'm doing what I think they want. But I don't really know what they want. I don't really care.
6 probably again, yeah. Like I rated myself a 6. I think it'd somewhere fall around 6 or 7.
You think they would average you out to a 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think men would probably find me average. I mean, it's hard to say because as someone who did OnlyFans and was actually pretty successful, I was successful in the niche of guys who loved petite women. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have big boobs. I don't got a big ass. So there was totally men who body shamed me and acted like I was trash just because I look like this. But there's also men that said I was their dream woman because of my body.
Yeah, but
so
I'm just asking
not sure.
specifically.
It's hard because the internet confused me what men think because that was a crazy experience to go through. But I think probably average. I know people like big asses and I don't have that. So
you don't think they'd rate you a 10, in other words?
Maybe. I mean, I don't. Some men have told me I'm a 10 on OnlyFans, so I don't know.
I would agree
that.
I would agree that there's going to be men.
I think if I'm trying to dress for the male
sample.
gaze, I can be closer to a 10. I think if I'm being myself, they probably don't notice me.
Okay.
like Liza said. Yeah.
I would say a 9. I mean, I in a little bit of a different way, I actually, well, part of my fitness journey, what I've done to craft this body,
journey.
right? Oh, I know, I do love a journey. Anyway, to craft the bomb body, right, of my dreams, has allowed me to tap into a power I didn't even know, my energy, everything, right? With that being said, this is a little controversial. I have no problem tapping into the male gaze. The difference is I do it willingly.
Okay, so
hang on.
So 9.
Hey, hang on.
I need to get
So
everybody's
9.
answers. So 9, right?
So 9.
So anyway, so over here, what would you rate yourself?
I thought he doesn't cut people
I rated
off
myself
ever. Weird.
6.
No. What do you think if 1,000 men were rating you, what the collective answer would come to?
I'd say probably a little more because like I'm like taller than the average woman. Some people like taller women, so
So you think the average answer would go up?
Yeah.
What do you think it would land on?
7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
5.
5? Okay. So then, this is the final question I'll ask on this. Think of the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life, from your perspective. Is she you?
No.
Okay. So take whoever that woman is who's not you.
To me.
Those 1,000 men are rating her between 1 to 10 and you next to her. What do you come out to then?
I kind of look like the woman I think is most beautiful, so I feel like our answers, hers might be better.
Who is it?
Megan Fox, she's a.
Yeah.
So you think you would come
She's
out?
got the killer blue eyes, though. I'll
Do you think
agree
you'd
with
come
that.
out
Smart.
similarly to Megan Fox?
In my opinion,
No. In the opinion of what you think 1,000 men, if they're rating Megan Fox next to you, what do you think you'd come out to next to her then?
similar.
Saying, okay.
Yeah, we have different stuff that makes us equally beautiful.
Okay. So both 9s, both 10s? Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think she's the most beautiful woman, and we look different.
Okay, second most
GMD
beautiful.
Jim
Second
donated
most?
$200. For all of you that said you will look better 10 to 20 years in the future, will you also be more delusional then? Youth is wasted on the young.
Yeah, so
eat it.
whoever this second most beautiful woman
I
is.
mean,
age.
I don't know. I think I tend to be drawn by media and whatever is projected to me. I tend to compare myself to, and
Sure.
I don't like comparing myself to women. I really don't. I feel like we all are different, and I don't do that to men either. So I wouldn't like to answer that because I just wouldn't rate myself compared. But if I was forced to, I'd probably rate myself lower because I always do that in my brain. I'm
If
like,
you're compared up
Yeah.
to your idea of what you think the most beautiful
yeah,
woman
I
is.
would rate myself lower for
But,
sure.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, right?
yeah.
I'd probably come out lower, yeah.
Who's the most beautiful woman you can think of?
I can't name someone off the top of my head. I'm just picturing pretty people, honestly. Like, I can't give you a specific person.
Okay.
So,
But
I
against
think I
what
would
it-
come
yeah,
out lower,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's hard for. I mean, I think Liza's the most beautiful.
Sure,
in the
second
world.
most beautiful
So
woman.
second to her, like I genuinely believe like most women are beautiful in their own like. Any body type, and I'm not saying this to be some liberal on the show. Like I genuinely like find every individual person to be beautiful in their own way,
Even
and I
men?
don't mean, yeah, I believe I find all human beings to be beautiful
Someone
in their own
finds
way.
someone
And like when I
beautiful.
see who they really are, not who they're trying to be to the camera or trying to be in public. If I see who they actually are at their core, I can always find something about them that's attractive.
Yeah.
I can
Is
find
Hillary
something
Clinton a
attractive
10?
about anyone.
Oh,
What?
Is Hillary Clinton a 10?
no.
I mean, like
Probably beautiful.
Just
to
based
Bill.
on based on physical beauty.
I think she's. I think
That's a
she's.
good one.
I guess it's like, are you asking me, do I want to fuck her or do I find her attractive?
I'm
person?
just asking
Like,
physical beauty.
I say no
I
to
don't think
both.
she's ugly. I mean, I really don't.
Is she a 10?
It depends on whose standards.
Your
Some-
standards.
I would
if
hit,
she's happy
like,
and being
young
authentically
Hillary
herself, I don't know
Clinton.
if she's happy. I don't follow her anymore.
I'd
But like, if
smash.
she's happy doing what she's doing, then I think she's beautiful. If she
Good luck
hates
to
what
that
she's
dude,
doing and living a lie,
Godspeed.
then I think it shows on your face that you're living a lie and you're
She'd be
miserable.
like,
Like miserable
"Right,
people
say
aren't pretty.
So is that a 10?
I honestly haven't followed Hillary Clinton in a few years. Like I don't really know what she's doing with her life, and I didn't really support her the first time around. So I don't.
During
know
the
how to-
2016 election was
Sure,
Hillary Clinton a
physically,
10?
if you're comparing to what America's Next Top Model considers beautiful, no, Hillary Clinton's not beautiful compared
Okay,
to
where
that.
would you put her?
I don't rate women the way men do, so it's
You
hard
just
for me to
did.
answer that.
You just rated her.
I gave you what society wants me to say. It's not what I actually feel like. I
yeah,
really
okay,
don't.
so then based on societal standards.
Based on societal standards, they would say she's ugly. But I don't feel that way personally. But I can see what society thinks and understand what society thinks and also not agree with it. I know that's how it is, but I don't live my life that way. When I go home, I'm not going to be in the world you guys all live in. I'm going to be really happy with my wife, not giving a fuck what anyone thinks about me. So it's hard for me to understand
Okay.
that.
All right.
So again,
I get you.
tell me,
I
and
know
who's the
songs.
most beautiful woman you could think of? What's her name?
A little lady called Pam Anderson. I mean,
Okay.
she's inspo. She's inspo. The difference is, and that's why I say
Wait, Pam Anderson, which decade?
we're talking
Tommy Lee
peak.
era.
Yeah, we're talking peak.
That ain't fucking now, so
We're
when?
talking peak. No. We're talking peak.
Like the 90s or
Like,
Yeah, but that's why I called my. I'm not going to say journey. I know it's a trigger word for you.
It's a trigger word for you.
Yeah, and I don't know why you hate journeys so much. What do you gotta do? What do you have against?
I mean, the
journeys?
band's okay, but I don't know why every woman's on the same fucking journey.
No, but no, that's why I call it Operation Sex Goddess Body, because that's what I think. That just super fucking hot ideal, and there's nothing wrong with that, right?
So where do you end up on the scale?
Well,
of-
her,
with the
I'm
judging Pam
natural.
Hang on.
Okay, all right.
It's going to be hyper specific. Here's Pam Anderson. 1,000 men are rating her. We're looking for their average answer. You're right next to her. They're rating you next.
Are we gonna have you guys do this? You and Ryan Reynolds
Yeah, I'll do it.
back to back.
Sure.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Well, she has the fake tits. Mine are real, so that's a preferential thing. Then spermy eyebrows from the '90s. I don't know. I'm confident in saying we'd go pretty much toe to toe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say by comparison, probably compare myself as lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I thought of someone, Elizabeth Taylor, I'd be
we
like a
fix
2.
her mic?
A 2.
That too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Your ideal.
Oh, no. I'm
hot
going to
guy.
give you the same exact answer that you guys all gave me.
Hot
I'm the most
guy-
beautiful
hottest
man on the
guy,
world, the
most
hottest guy I can
handsome,
think of.
and how
I'm
you
even
go
better
next to
looking
each
than
other.
him.
Who?
There's no guy I can think of on planet Earth who's even close. I'm the best looking dude who's ever lived by my own estimation. And I can't.
Andrew, humor me. Just pick someone.
It's how I feel. It's how I feel.
Just humor me. Pick
I'm
a guy.
humoring.
Play game.
And I'll
play
tell you
ball.
what. As soon as you stop lying to me, I'll stop lying to you. You ready?
I actually
Where
am
do you
not
actually fucking rate next to Pamela Anderson in her peak? Tell the
I think
truth.
I'd go toe to toe with Pam.
Okay, great. Then I'll go toe to toe.
I'll get on this table.
Then
right
I'll go
now.
toe to
What do
toe
you
with
want?
Jason Momoa.
Brad Pitt. I mean, Brad Pitt.
Brad, yes, I can get behind Brad.
Yep, Brad Pitt in Legends of the
He can
Fall.
get- he can
That's
do
this
whatever
guy
he wants.
right here. If
I'm
you-
so happy for you.
Okay, that's me.
I'm glad.
Oh,
I
you
think we
just
can all
you
agree
disagree
on
with
that.
that assessment?
Sure.
Yeah. You agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well,
We'll sit here and lie to each other the rest of the night.
that's a good idea. I like it. Okay, that was an interesting one. Just two last questions on this.
Okay.
Do people get wrinkles as they get older?
Yes.
Probably.
Get wrinkles, marks on your face, discoloration, etc.
I think that's also
Wrinkly
genetic.
balls.
Yeah.
I think that's also genetic.
Well, I mean, anyone on a long
I mean,
timeline.
anyone aging
gets
does get wrinkles, but it's some people are
Some worse.
genetically
If-
predisposed
if
to have
stress-
more than
stress.
others.
Yeah,
Stress,
sure.
smoking,
Stress, sure.
drugs, environmental factors.
So,
Jukebox donated $200. Just a small town women living in a lonely world. They slashed them, took the midnight
I like the
train going
jukebox.
anywhere. Just a city soy
Soy
boy.
boy.
Born and raised in South LA. Z/Zer took the midnight
That is-
train going anywhere.
that was
I'll
beautiful.
give it to
Lonely boy
creativity.
jukebox.
Give him.
Just a
Give
small
jukebox
town
just to
girl.
creativity.
boy.
All right. And then we have one.
Who's the
I'm just
band?
gonna let this one come in. Hold on.
Oh, well, okay.
Come on,
I didn't
now.
even know that.
So,
Journey, but that was a meta moment.
hold on.
That was
K-Cop
good. That was good. I'll
donated
give you
skirting
that.
questions
I did that for you.
like crazy. True. K-Cop, thank you for the
Just like I
Streamlabs
did
message.
this
Appreciate it. You gotta let me, if I'm doing something, you gotta let me talk. Okay, so I was asking, do people get wrinkles? What? You don't need to whisper under your breath while
You
I'm
said
talking
you were
either.
being all aggro. Like, let me talk. I was saying Andrew
No,
and
I
I had a
wasn't
funny
being
journey
aggro.
moment.
Huh?
He and I were having just a funny journey
Right, but if I'm
moment.
starting to talk, you gotta just be quiet. Do you understand?
Why don't you tell him too? You're just
He
telling
doesn't
me. We
really-
were in it together, buddy.
No, you were talking.
So I talked to myself. We were talking together. He was like the
Well, he
journey. I drew
stopped,
that out
and
for
you
you, and I was like,
continued
right,
talking.
right, got it.
He
but he
stopped.
was in it too, so call him out too.
Wait. Talking at me doesn't mean I'm talking.
That's true. You were
He's
talking.
such full of it. He was like the journey because
And then
an
when he
inside
started
thing.
talking,
he was quoting
I
Journey
stopped talking.
and me with my journeys. Andrew said, "What's the band?" I said, "Journey."
Okay,
He's like, "I did that
so
for
here,
you."
since we're having the
But I'll take
hang on,
the fall,
since we're having the meta
these-
conversation,
such a meta
I'm going to be honest.
I don't
since
even
you
wanna
can't
have
be,
the combo.
Since you can't be, but here's what actually happened. What actually happened was I stopped talking. He started talking. Then you started talking.
And you
while
continued.
I stopped talking. That's what actually
I said
happened.
Journey, and you went, "Yeah, I do. I
And then
did that
he
for
started
you." And I was like,
talking,
"Right,
and
like
then
me
Andrew
with the
stopped.
Jason
And then I stopped,
Momoa."
yeah.
And you continued.
The point is, you called me out and not him, and everyone
Because he
saw it.
stopped. He stopped.
Just continue. We're all waiting.
Okay, so if I called him out, why are you trying to redirect this criticism towards you, towards Andrew?
Because we
It's
were
funny.
in a
What
funny.
is this?
We
Like,
were.
let's just.
not
Why are we?
fair.
I know who
like, I
cares.
think
We
we're
were
ready
in a
to keep
funny
going.
jest, and the point was you called me out and not him, and I get it. It's like this chick, but go ahead. I'm being
All right,
a
but just
good
allow
girl,
me
patiently
to
waiting.
talk.
Yes, sir.
Bro, I don't need the fucking attitude, too.
I got it from you as well.
When did I give you the attitude?
This whole show.
When?
You're just sassy and feisty. And I don't.
I
know
haven't been
why- I don't
sassy
know
towards
why-
you at all the
What do you
entire
mean?
show.
You were like, "Stop talking. Can you stop talking?"
That's
Can you
not
stop
sassy. That's
talking?"
my job as the host.
I host too. I don't host that way, but that's okay. Everyone has their
Do
own.
you
don't
usually
do this
have this many people?
podcast. Have you ever done a panel discussion? I've seen your Instagram.
Actually, I have.
I've seen your Instagram.
Actually, I
it's just
have.
you. It's just you. You don't do a panel show.
Okay, name an A-lister. I've interviewed them.
How is
I
that
interviewed
relevant?
Tucker Carlson.
How is
while
that
you were here
relevant?
A week ago,
How is that relevant?
because I can't hold my own. Like I can.
So-
I host panels all the time.
And when you host
in
a
LA
panel,
and
do you
Nashville.
ever tell people,
I
"You
don't
need
tell
to stop
people. Could you
talking"?
shut the fuck up and stop
Did I
talking?
say
Okay.
that? Did I say that?
No.
I was being a little dramatic. I don't tell people. Could you stop talking
This
now?
is how like women
What do you
can
tell
be
'em?
very dangerous. Is I didn't even say that. What? Tell me back to me what
Okay,
I
you're
actually
just
said.
short. You're just short. You're just trite. That's okay. It's your style.
No,
I
but
have a
tell me
different
back
style.
what I actually said. Did I actually say those words?
You will.
Did I say those exact
you will
words?
say.
This is an incredibly.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
Yeah, that's
Next
totally.
sec-
First off, that's totally
you're
within.
playing bad cop,
Okay,
okay.
stop. That's totally within the purview of me trying to moderate this conversation.
Okay, that's your style.
As
That's your
the
opinion.
host.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion.
It
It's
actually-
fact.
Oh, it's a fact.
Just be
Yeah, you're in
confident
my
in what you. He
studio.
wants you to engage. Just be confident in what you know. You don't
No,
need to
he's
prove anything to him.
he's good at it though.
I
He's
know,
good
but he's
at it, yeah.
wanting you to do this.
No, I know, he's good at it.
What
hold
are
your
you
own
talking
by
about?
Just letting him go.
Just
Like,
go ahead.
just let him go. You
No,
know,
you
know
are.
at
You're
the
good
end of
at
the day,
this.
You know what you know.
I'm good
You're
at
good at
what?
this.
What am I good at? You can here. This
I'm
would
gonna
have
pee
been
while
really
this
simple.
is going
Oh,
on 'cause I
sorry.
can't handle it.
Are you leaving or?
I'm just
Oh, okay.
holding it, but since this is
Yeah, go ahead.
No, literally. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna wait till the next
It's
topic.
interesting how women will come to other women's defense, even though the woman is clearly in the wrong. What's up with her? I've been pretty polite to her the entire show, and she's been. Okay, well,
It's your style.
It's his journey.
Wrinkles? Anyone?
yeah.
Yeah, what was the next question?
Yeah.
It's your
It's interesting, like how she'll have criticisms of. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so.